Welcome to Wellbeing Wednesday. I love Wednesdays and Thursdays for my Thermomix Thursday, and today to bring you some wellbeing inspiration. My name is Nixon from Wick Wellbeing, and I'm all about empowering healthy living. So over the past couple of weeks, we have been talking about protein. So a couple of weeks ago, I did a video on why protein is so important, especially when we're over 40, like me, and how we lose that muscle mass. I talked about the different forms of protein and what that can look like, how to get it into your diet. And then last week, I talked about the different food groups, the 4 different food groups, what a meal should consist of in terms of quantity, and the combination of the different food groups and how they complement each other. Today, I am making a super delicious protein snack, which is so easy. It's a cookie. So it's a ginger peanut butter cookie with a secret ingredient in it. Now, I want you to type into the comments below and tell me what secret ingredient do you think that might be going into these cookies that is a great form of protein that is a little bit alternative, but you may know that it is an ingredient that can go into cookies. So comment in the comments box. So I have got all my ingredients here. This is how I do healthy living. I have healthy options on hand in the freezer and in the pantry all the time, so that when I get hungry, then I have alternatives. I have options. My family is a chip monster family. Honestly, they devour packets of chips like they are going out of fashion. When I was growing up, my brother loved chips. Actually, still does. My father still loves chips. So I don't know. It's a Kiwi thing, but it's huge in here, and my family as well. But I always have a healthy alternative. So I'll have some multi-grain, corn chips, and if I want chips, that's what I'll have. This is having healthy snacks. After lunch, I always want something slightly sweet, but this is a low sugar, high protein, and can go in the freezer and is super easy. So that's what I'm going to be making today. They are ginger peanut butter cookies, but they've got a secret ingredient in. And I just wanted you to type in the chat box, but I'm going to get started. So into my food processor, I am putting some peanut butter. Now, I've been meaning to say, this recipe was originally from 2 Raw Sisters. I love their stuff. They're really into, all the raw and getting as much out of your food as possible. So, and I've just modified it slightly. There's some pumpkin seeds. If you want this recipe, it'll be coming out in my newsletter tomorrow, and if you're not already on my newsletter list, head to wickedwellbeing.com/new. So some coconut sugar. Coconut sugar is a lower glycemic index sugar. It's got the same calorie content, however, it just stabilizes your blood sugar levels at a more stable level. But you just use brown sugar. I was trying to get it out. Here's some almond meal. Their original recipe has rolled oats in it, and because I'm gluten-free, I'm just using almond meal, which I processed up in my Thermomix. Now in here, I have got some baking powder, pinch of salt, some vanilla powder instead of vanilla essence, and some ground ginger. Yum. And the secret ingredient is chickpeas. So that's I've just rinsed those off. Had I been more organized, I would have really liked to have chickpeas that have been soaked and cooked from dried, but those are canned. Just made sure I rinsed them really clear. Gosh, I can't get my words out today. Carefully. Okay, so I'm putting those all in my food processor. And just processing those until they are like a cookie dough. Okay, can you see that? Delicious. So now, yeah, and they're nice. It's nice and soft, so I know that I can form it into a cookie. Okay, Okay, so I'm going to add my chocolate chips. So I have got a combination of sugar-free chocolate chips and then just some other chocolate chips, which a lovely friend of mine brought back from Japan for me, which was such a treat. All my small, so I'm just going to process, stir those up. The reason why I took them out of the food processor was because I still wanted the texture of the chocolate chips. That's it. I'm now going to roll these into balls and then put them on my baking tray, and I'm going to cook them in the oven at 180 for about 10 to 12 minutes. But don't forget, if you want this recipe, head to wickedwellbeing.com/new if you're not already on my newsletter list. The other thing that you might not have grabbed yet is my free ebook, What Should I Eat? It's what I've been sharing over the past couple of weeks. It's an outline of the different forms, the different combinations of food, of your food groups to keep you satisfied and to keep you nourished. I also talk about what a nutritionally balanced meal looks like in terms of quantity, how much carbohydrates, how much protein, how much veggies and fruit, and then healthy fats we should be having. And then there's a pick and mix guide that you can pick your protein, all your different food groups to create a balanced meal. So if you haven't got that, head to wickedwellbeing.com/eat. I'll put that link in the comments box below, and that will get sent directly to your inbox. Okay, thanks so much for joining me. I would love to know, is this something that you will make? And I will send the recipe out in my newsletter tomorrow. Bye.